Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Please, at this time, we ask all of you, please stand as we sing the national anthem of the United States of America. Thank you.
Can be seated for those that are sitting. Good morning once again, and thank you for being here as we celebrate another important milestone for this project. My name is Odanis Hernandez, and I'm the Chief Operating Officer for Lawrence Public Schools. We welcome all our state officials, city councilors, our mayor, superintendent, Mr. McDonough from the MSBA, and of course our students from both the Oliver Elementary and Oliver Middle School, who will soon, in 18 months, will be joining and attending this beautiful building. We'll get the program started. It's a little chilly, so we appreciate that you are here with us this morning. And we want to welcome our superintendent of schools, our interim superintendent of schools, Juan Rodriguez, with welcoming remarks.
Thank you, Adonis. Thank you, everyone. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here today. I don't know how many of us outside the construction world were actually familiar with the term topping off ceremony before this, but when it was explained to us that it was a moment for stakeholders and the project team to celebrate together a major milestone, I immediately understood. All of us know that probably the most important thing of any type of project, organization, school, whether you're building it or running it, is working as a team. And the first shovel would never have hit the ground on this location without the support of the mayor, without the votes of the city council, the support of our local state delegation, the folks in Lawrence Public Schools, and of course the taxpayers of Lawrence. The impressive framework we see here today is only possible through a lot of hard work by the folks who are very skilled from Answer, SMMA, and Consigli, support from the MSBA, and it's been amazing to see the progress day by day, week by week, and month by month here. There's still lots to do, of course, before the Oliver opens its doors in 2025, and then, of course, the hard work of teaching and learning starts, but we know we'll accomplish all of it the same way that we got here, working as a team. Thank you to everyone for your commitment to this project, and now please help me welcome the Mayor of the City of Lawrence, the Honorable Brian DePena.
Thank you and good morning. It's a cold day, but this is exciting for the whole community. I think that's the better opportunity for good education forward. That's the more important legacy, the education. Yo creo que lo más importante en el día de hoy es esto que hemos visto, porque es uno de los legados más importantes para las futuras generaciones. Yo sé que muchos niños están aquí felices. I know many kids today stay very happy today because that's beautiful building. Yo sé que están contentos porque es un building elegante, pero lo más importante es la educación. I think the more important is the quality education. Because facilities everyone is that education is the more important. Okay? Quiero darle las gracias a nuestros representantes que están aquí, porque ellos hacen posible que esto sea un proyecto real. Representante Fran Morán, muchísimas gracias. Yo sé el esfuerzo que hace para que esto sea posible. I want to say thank you. Senador, nuestro flamante senador, Robert Payano, que está aquí también con nosotros. Nuestro representante, Francisco Paulino, thank you, thank you. Representante y concejal Estela Reyes, superintendente, concejales, concejal Rosa, concejal Malaplan, concejal Nalevi, Pat Mariano. I know that's very important day for you because your life is education. I want to say thank you, parents, team for the city of Lawrence, member for construction company, every authority for the city of Lawrence. I want to say thank you because that's possible because every organization, every member to the city work together, and that's happened. As good committee, Jonathan, thank you for being here. Gracias a todos los que han tenido una parte importante en que este proyecto sea posible. Gracias a la delegación de Boston también que está aquí con nosotros también. Muchísimas gracias. Dios bendiga a la ciudad de Lawrence. God bless the city of Lawrence. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Superintendent. Again, we want to thank those of you that are here, State Representative Reyes, State Representative Paulino, City Councilors, as the Mayor already acknowledged, State Rep Frank Moran, Senator Payano. We also want to welcome Councilor Del Rosario, LaPlante, at large, Levy. Thank you for being here. And of course, our LPS team members that have been diligently working with this team since day one to ensure that all the little aspects of the project continues to move forward, from picking furniture to colors to technology and facilities, and where should we do the loading dock to cameras for our students. So thank you, team, for your endless hours of work that you have put towards this project. Along with that, the mayor's office and city departments, in particular our DPW department, under Jorge Jaime, as well Theo, for your endless amount of work as well, supporting this project, again, in collaboration with everything that we need to do to make this happen. Our fire department, Chief Moriarty, again, for being part of all of our wraparound meetings and ensuring that we have what is needed to be able to not only take the building down, but also as you see this construction. And the police department for as well their endless support. Again, also attending all of our wraparound meetings to ensure that safety is at the forefront of this project and moving forward. Our principals, Demo and Keyless, from both the elementary and middle schools, thank you for your dedication, your support, for being at the forefront of this project from when this was just a dream to when we needed to march over to city council chambers to ask for additional appropriation and dollars to be able to continue to move this project forward. And of course, the teams of Consigli and SMMA and Answer, thank you for all the work putting out with us. I know the project's not over. I should probably hold this for that opening ceremony. But thank you for listening to us and listening to our principals and our students and our teachers as the process for building the school and designing the school, and just for being just aware and committed to making sure that all the little details that we thought or that we think are important for our students, so that they can have a place to learn that is adequate and that is comfortable for them, as they are our future. With that said, I just want to welcome on behalf of the City Council, our City Council President, Mark LaPlante, to also say a few words.
Thank you very much, Ms. Hernandez. We had a difficult vote on this, but we got this thing through on the City Council. The 9 men and women of the City Council were a part of the funding to make part of today possible. Each one of us had a role to play. And I'm so proud of my colleagues for stepping up and making this happen. What I really wanted to do is say that The tough thing, however, really tough, is educating the kids. We can build the biggest, best buildings in the world, but if you don't have the educational teachers and the parents doing what they need to do, whoever's walking through those halls is going to be shortchanged unless you've got that backbone. And so, so far so good. We're going to build this thing, and the next step is making sure that the children get into the schools and do a great job. My next comments are going to deal with the children and the students that are here. There are some amazing people that went through the old Oliver School, and I want you to be a part of what's going to be happening in the future. There are a number of squares around the city. I'm going to name, I'm not going to go and tell everybody's story, but I'm going to list the names of people who went to the Oliver School, and you might see their names on a park or on a corner. First of all, the Diodati brothers, who had a corner named after them. Louis Fradema, James Higgins, Samuel Kaplan, Alex Jimenez, Edmund Mays, Charles Beard, Edward Saliba, and Americo Sessa. Almost all of them, except for the Diodati brothers, went to war. None of them came back, but they went to the Oliver School, and that was part of their foundation. We also had principals who taught at the Oliver School. George Walton and Chico Nagarnes both were principals at the Oliver School. James Hennessy, who also had a school named after him, interestingly died while at his desk as a principal at the Oliver School. And the last person that I'm going to mention is a DPW worker. We always overlook our DPW, but we had a DPW worker work at the Oliver School. He was on the scaffolding, and then he fell to his death. His name was William Kennedy, and the Kennedy Field Near Central Catholic is named after him. I want to have our students know that they're going to be following the footsteps of those and others. And I hope them, because this is all about the children. We all want the children and the students to do really well, to come back to the city, continue to work in the city, and to be a step on their shoulders. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Council President. I also want to acknowledge and welcome Sophia Ross. Sophia, right? She's here representing Congresswoman Lori Trahan's office. Thank you for being here. Our Deputy Assistant Superintendent also is here. And I want to just make sure that, you guys are welcomed, and thank you for being here this morning. And last but not least, we want to welcome Jim McDonough from the MSBA to also say a few words.
Good morning on this nice spring day in the city of Lawrence. On behalf of Treasurer Goldberg, the chair of the MSBA, Mary Piketty, who is the chief executive, who is the executive director, and Maria Popolo is here. Congratulations on this milestone. You know, there's been a lot said already about the great team that the city has put together to construct and to design and to oversee this building. But you know, it really happens, nothing like this happens by itself. It happens with leadership. And I just want to thank the mayor for the leadership that he has shown to the city of Lawrence, for not only this school, but the other school that we have down the street. And it's through visions of you and your colleagues that things like this happen. So congratulations, Mayor, and thank you for all you're doing for your city. And of course, it also happens to have, you know, the support from Beacon Hill, your legislative delegation, the senators and the representatives that are here today. They look out for you every single day, and it's through their hard work that some additional monies will be coming back to the city for this project. So thank you to the legislative delegation for your continued support of not only your district, but really statewide. So thank you as well. And today is the topping off, in which we celebrate the women and men in the construction field, those that are putting this structure together. Local 7, the steel workers, among many others. You know, today we think it's cold out here. Just imagine what it's going to be like working in this building in a month and 2 months. And you know what? They will be here every single day to make sure that this project is done and is done on time, and so that the students can come in. And you know, and as I see some of the kids sitting out here, it reminds me of what it's really all about. So my son taught at Lawrence High School. When he graduated from college, he started in my hometown of Dedham, but then he moved on, and he spent many years teaching up here in Lawrence. In fact, he coached girls soccer in Lawrence, and he was on the field the day that the explosions happened, and he had to deal with kids of not knowing where they were going to go, what they were going to do, where they were going to get their next meal, and sort of he taught me about what the resilience is of the kids in Lawrence, and how they really come together when they have to. And the vision of a new school will transform the educational opportunity for these kids. So I share the story about my son teaching up here because he always tells me that his years in Lawrence really helped him as he went on to continue to teach, and he lives in Connecticut now and he teaches down there. But it was your vision, it was your community that helped him as a teacher to do a better job. And I'm going to close with Dan Valentine's story. So Dan Valentine was a reporter in the Salt Lake City Tribune. And Dan said a school is 4 walls with tomorrow inside. And we at the MSBA are so proud to continue to be a part of Lawrence's tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you. That concludes our speaking program for this morning. Also want to welcome Kim Barry from the President Teachers Union. Thank you for being here with us, Kim, and all of your support throughout this project. And with that said, we would like to thank you. One more round of applause for you guys for being here and weathering not only the cold, but this important milestone for this project. We now welcome members of the construction team. If you guys can please join the beam and join Mayor Brian De Peña and Interim Superintendent Rodriguez for a picture, and then we'll get one with the kids, and then with everyone else. Thank you.
Councilor Russell.